Morning, guys. Last time out on this little river, you saw us trying to work the river out, crack this river's code. We got a couple of fish in the late afternoon, so that was very rewarding. Early morning this morning, last day here, we just came down for a quick one, and got my son Josh with me again. What we're going to do today is we're going to take what we learned yesterday, and we're going to see if we can convert it into a nice big bonus fish today. So our mission is not going to be a whole lot of small kingies or a whole lot of small perch or whatever. We're going to look for one really, really good fish today. And I think to do that, we're obviously going to have to fish that structure at the top of the river. Lost one giant fish there last time. We had a couple of bites, so that's what we're going to do. I got a bit of live bait this morning. And we'll stop at a couple of places on the way up and throw a couple of lures, but our primary target is going to be right at the top of the river. Are you ready to get a big one today, boy?
Sounds good.
Now, we've tackled up with the leaders and the stronger braid last night. So without further ado, let's get going. Ja, he's off. Cut me off. Aye, boy. Yo. That was a beautiful, beautiful fish. It smashed it on the surface. Took me. You see, there's a lot of structure. It took me straight into the structure. And hello, goodbye.
Looks like a little blacktip, eh?
That's a blacktip, boy.
Yeah, lovely.
That's a blacktip. Well done, boy.
That's all the species of kingfish.
Okay.
Besides the cheating.
Let's get him quickly. beautiful little blacktip. Nice fish. There what, nice fish. There what. That was a good fish. Ooh, that was a good fish. My day today.
Can't say that. It's only been a few seconds. One of the keys.
Yeah.
One of the keys of a show.
How was that explosion? That was an explosion of note. He'll come back because I didn't hook him. Did he hear it?
There's so many inquiries with the door. At least they're moving with us.
There we go. Finally in the mix. I put a little spread stick on. We've seen a lot of small kingies chasing. I've just had a bit of bad luck. I just want to get a fish on the board. Maybe we can go back to looking for a big fish. Hey. But guys, what we're looking for is just, it's almost like flicking on the surface. You'll see the water just like squirts out like that, and that's these little kingies feeding on little shrimps and little bait fish and that. And when they're flicking like that, that means they're feeding. And there's nothing better than this little sprat stick. Obviously, it matches the hatch, maybe a little bit bigger than some of the bait fish they're eating, but it's smaller than most other lures. That's why it really, really works well. It stays under the surface as well. So what I do is I throw it, I let it sink. It actually flutters as it sinks. So I let it sink to the bottom. When it hits the bottom, I just work it back up. 90% of the time, you get that bite as that sprat stick breaks the surface. Obviously, the fish thinks that the fish is trying to get away from it. It's trying to jump out the water, and he grabs it. Let's put this guy back. There we go. Sprat stick does it again. Feels like a bit of a better fish. We'll see now. Oh yes, little Procaster 2.5 is singing a bit there. I've got to be careful here because this once again is my light braid rod. I think that light braid just imparts such a nice action on that lure. This fish has got a bit of weight, to be honest. Oh, it's a nice fish. It's pulling us. Right, I'm holding this rod up as high as possible. That's just to get as much leverage I can because there's a lot of structure. The river is one of the most structure I've ever seen. Not a giant fish, but it's got some weight, and it's not coming to the top. Got to be also very careful The trebles on these spread sticks are very small and they can bend quite easily. It's not a giant fish, I've seen it. It's a nice little kingy. On this light tackle, it's fantastic. Absolutely unbelievable. Take a bend in that rod. Nice. There we go, I got a number plate. It's a beautiful little brassy kingfish. A little green spot. They're fantastic fighters. They really punch above their weight. I might want to get a pic of that, Josh. Oh, it's a nice fish, look at that. Beautiful. Not too bad in him. Okay, and let's say cheers to this guy. Alright, cheers my boy. Lovely, awesome stuff. Gone away, let's get another one. It's turning out to be a great morning here. Still looking for that so-called showstopper, but we've lost 2 of them, so maybe we'll get one just now. So back up on the drift again, time to get another one. Huh? Parked off on the bricks here. Put a couple of live baits out and just spinning the spread stick again and straight away on with the kingy. This lure is a fantastic lure for these kingfish. It really is effective for all sizes. You get the bigger kingies on it as well, but when the smaller kingies are around, this is the number 1 lure to put out for them. Let him go. He dropped it, eh? Actually, you want to go get him out there for me? Okay, there we go. We put one live bait out right next to these trees here, and I just got a zinger, but it's not a big fish, but it's a Malibu rock cod. I love them. They're so pretty here. But he's jammed up in the trees there. Josh is going to go and get him out. My son's just going to go and get that Malibu out of the trees there. There we go. There we go. Not bad. There we go. Take a bend in that prosy. And this is my really heavy tackle. Oh, what happened? Where is this thing gone now? Hey, it's gone. It came off. Oh, man. Oh, the Malibu came off. Obviously spat that mullet at the end there. Oh, he's on there. He's on there. He's just full of weed. Camouflage Malibu. Look at all the decomposed crab that has just come out of his stomach there. So this guy wasn't hungry. He was just pretty greedy. Fish really are quite beautiful. I'm just going to get the hooks out and get him back as soon as possible. There we go. Look at that little beauty. They really are pretty fish, eh? They get quite big, these fish. I think they get up to about 12 kilos, eh? Wouldn't like to do battle with a 12 kilo one in all this structure, but let's get this guy back. Go and drive. Oh, there he goes. Thought he was... Oh, there we go. He righted himself. Let's get another mullet out there. We're looking for a rocky, but... yeah, I don't know where they are. We haven't had a rock salmon yet. Lost one on the popper yesterday, but this area should be... There should be big rockies here, so maybe we'll get one.
Little kingy.
Huh?
Little kingy. There he is. Yes, you got hooked properly there. Yeah. Some help would be nice. Some help would be nice. He's got hooked right in there. There you go. There you go.
Okay, there we go.
Let's get him back. Go bigger. I think it's a tie. Almost a tie. I think he's one up with his Malibu.
Come put anchor here, guys. This is the way I lost that big fish this morning as well. Oh! Quickly, loosen your drag, loosen your drag. It's a nice fish. Loosen your drag. It's a very nice fish. There we go, my boy. Nice.
Got a nice blacktip.
Yeah, they're charging that properly, eh? Oh, that's a good one, boy. Sure, that's a very nice one. Yeah. These hooks out. That's a better one, boy, eh?
Oh, not a bad one.
Nice fight. They're charging that lure. They're charging that spread stick on top of the water, making a big wake as they go. That's a better one. That's about half a kilo. Away. What we've got here is we've got a lot of rocky structure. I didn't actually, even yesterday when we were getting the fish here, didn't realize that there was so much reef in the water. A lot of reef in the water, and then there's a nice drop-off. So those fish are hanging on the edges of the reef and then on the drop-off, and then they're just charging those mullet as they hit the shallows. They get a bit of cover from the reef as well. So there should be a rock salmon, or there should be some bigger fish here as well. So we've got a live bait out. Let's hope we can get one on the live bait. Hey what? Hey what? Hey what? Hey what? This is so much fun on this light tackle. The little kingies really look at all the kingies underneath them. Yo, they're all trying to grab the lure out of its mouth. A little bit smaller than yours, unfortunately, my boy. Oh, there we go. That's the right way to release them. Can I count that one?
Yeah, you can cook.
Expect you need to say no. They cannot leave that thing alone. There we go. One again. Spread stick doing the trick. Little 2.5 Procaster. Foul look. That's why he gave so much of a count of himself. Check out that bash, that little mustard treble got him properly. Cheers, my boy.
Nice one, Daddy.
I like to fish at least 2 outfits when I'm on the river. Obviously, a really, really light outfit with light braid, like this little 2.5 Daiwa 2.5 Procaster, with a little bit of 10-pound Daiwa tournament braid. This throws the sprat stick really, really nicely. I use a light leader here, like 15 to 20-pound fluorocarbon. You get a lot of bites and you get the lure to give you a lot of action, but the only drawback is you lose a bit of fish, because obviously they're going to cut you off or going to snap the braid. But I'll take that risk, especially when the smaller kingies are around. And then obviously you've got to have a heavier outfit on the boat for your river roman and your big perch and that sort of thing, your garrick and that. And I'll go with my Pro Z, 7-foot Pro Z, Daiwa Pro Z, with a 3000 XL saltwater on there. And I've got very, very heavy, like 30 or 40-pound braid on there, and like a 50-pound fluorocarbon leader. It just gives you that bit of an edge, especially when you're fishing up in the rocks and that, if you get a big fish to get it out. So let's hope the big fish eats on this one and not on this one.